Hi, I'm Barry Litt, and you're about to see a demonstration of my node isolation theory and methods, something I developed sometime in the early 2000s. So the theory is this, that traumatic events are complicated. They're complex. They're multi-layers of trauma nodes and trauma networks. Sometimes these manifest as protector parts, ego states. In the IFS model, we talk about manager states. Sometimes it manifests as blocking beliefs, which may be something of the same thing, and dissociative states, hyperarousal states. So the idea is to unpack or filter out those protectors or those defenses to get at the epicenter of the traumatic event or the part of self that was traumatized in an efficient manner. So the method is to do it with a modified setup protocol and a modified phase 4. So the convention in dealing with different parts or defensive parts or ego states might include the dissociative table technique, ego state interventions, challenging blocking beliefs, all part of the bread and butter of psychotherapy. The node isolation method is actually used to use differentials in reactivity according to the field of view. So it's more of a direct hotline to the neuropsychology that gives rise to phenomena like ego states or blocking beliefs and so forth. So the modified setup includes having the client start in the eyes closed condition to absorb into the target, and then ask them to visualize the image, the memory, in the first person perspective. That is how they would have seen it at the time. My experience is most people do, but now and then people will see it in the third person perspective, the way a bystander would see it. The first person we know to be more evocative. There's research about that, but also theoretically, the first person perspective is what happened to me, or the exile in my self system, whereas the third person is what happened to that part of me over there, who I typically have some disdain or contempt for, because the person responding to the question is actually a protected part, not the exile, not the child at the center of the trauma. So first is to shift into the first person perspective. The second step or filter is to lean into the domain of self-experience that is most central and priority. Now, there's a lot to unpack there. I give a whole workshop on this. This is no substitute here. But suffice it to say that attachment traumas take precedence over trauma to self-esteem or self-worth, which takes precedent over safety. So I prioritize accordingly and ask people to lean into the higher priority domain of self-experience by correlating the negative cognitions. I'm alone is attachment, whereas I'm bad is self-worth, and I'm not safe is obviously safety. So of that nature. Again, there's a lot more to it, but for our purposes. Once we've established the domain of self and we go to checking eyes separately, for reasons that nobody can understand, the eyes almost always, 95% plus, I would guess, react differently, either quantitatively, like a higher SUD in one than the other, qualitatively, like one emotion or one maturity level in one eye and a different in the other eye. So we choose which eye to work with, which is getting us closer to that epicenter of the trauma or the exile part. And then the next set of isolating maneuvers happens in phase 4, the desensitization phase. We do eye movements with the chosen eye, and then we divide the eye into fields of view, 9 fields of view, like the keypad on your cell phone, and most of the heavy lifting is in this lateral tier, which would be 4, 5, 6 on your key phone, on your keypad. And then we pendulate between zones, and that efficiently helps people move through the target or tolerate high intensity SUD by pendulating from a lower SUD to a higher. And you'll see that demonstrated in the video to come if we ever get to it. And that's about it. If you're interested in more, I offer trainings on this. I've got one coming up in Salt Lake City in the end of February, beginning of March of this brand new year. So enjoy. So Lynn, we were talking about your mother. Tell me something about her.
My mother was a real witch.
Oh, she was pretty wicked then, huh?
Yeah, she was wicked, but she was also a witch. She was Wiccan.
The woman was a Wiccan witch?
Yes, and she used to whip me with wickets.
Wickets?
Yes, wet wicker wickets.
She whipped you with wet wicker wickets?
Yes, when she thought we were being wicked, she would whip us with wet wicker wickets the Wiccan way.
Okay then. So now I'd like you to close your eyes. I want you to go into that scene you just described where you're being whipped with wet wicker wickets. As you look at the picture now, give it a title for me. So if I refer to it later, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Wicked whippings.
Wicked whippings. And do you see this picture in the first or third person perspective?
I'm not sure.
Well, for example, if you see it the way a bystander would see it, like yourself in profile, that would be the third person. But if you see it the way you would have seen it through your own eyes at the time, that's first person.
First person.
Okay. And scanning your body now, tell me what feelings and sensations you notice coming up right now.
Anger, shame, fear.
Okay. How intense are those feelings now?
Very intense.
Can you feel your toes?
Yes.
I'm bad. I'm not safe. I'm gonna die.
Yes.
Which says it best?
I'm not safe.
Okay. Now I'd like you to cover an eye. Any eye will do. And staring into space, think about it some more. First person. Tell me what feelings and sensations you notice now.
I'm scared and feel like I want to cry. I'm sad. I'm afraid.
How intense does it feel now?
8.
You feel your toes still?
Yes.
Edges of your body?
Yes.
Good. I'm bad.
Yes.
Swap eyes, please. What comes up now?
Oh, now I feel angry. Really angry.
Give me a number.
An 8.
Okay. Still feel your toes?
Yes.
I'm bad. I'm not enough. I don't matter. I'm not safe.
I'm just angry.
Okay. Swap eyes, please. Thinking about it some more. Watch the little yellow tip. That's it. Give me a number over here.
8.
And here in the middle.
6.
Good. And here.
4.
Good. Now I want you to notice the difference between here and there. Do you feel that?
Yes.
Good. Continue to observe the difference as if to think to yourself, huh, that's weird. And now?
6.
And here?
4.
And here?
2.
Good. Continue to notice the difference. Weird, huh?
Yes.
And now?
4,
And here?
2,
And here?
1.
Good. As I scroll across, tell me when you feel it bump up.
There.
Good. Notice what it feels like as I erase that line. What do you notice?
Oh, it's 0.
Good. And here?
2.
Good. Keep noticing now. And now?
A 1.
Okay. And here?
0.
So as before, tell me when you feel it bump up.
There.
All right. And now?
0.
Good. All the way over here?
0.
Good. And here?
0.
Good. Keep thinking about the picture. I'm going to move around in a big square. If you feel a shift, let me know. And rest. Deep breath. Now scanning your body, tell me what you notice now.
I feel anger, maybe a 4.
Okay. So cover the other eye, please. And same thing as before. Think about the image, first person. I'm bad. And what do you get over here?
To 4.
And here?
2.
And here?
2.
Good. Notice the difference between here and there. Do you feel that?
Yes.
Good. And now?
2.
And here?
0.
And here?
0.
Good. Keep noticing. And now?
0.
And here?
0.
And here?
0.
Good. As before, I'm going to move around in a big square. Keep thinking about the picture. If you feel a shift, let me know. And rest. Deep breath. Good. Now, finally, I'm going to do the same thing, both eyes open, nice relaxed body. Think about the picture, first person. Just notice anything that comes up. What do you get here?
1.
And over here?
2.
And over here?
0.
Good. Notice the difference between here and there. Do you feel that?
Yes.
Okay.
0.
And here?
0.
And here?
0.
Good. I'm going to move around in a big square. Keep thinking about the picture. If you feel a shift, let me know.
Uh, 1.
And here?
2.
And here?
2.
Good. Notice the difference between here and there. Can you feel that or not so much?
Yes.
Okay. And now?
0.
And here?
0.
And here?
0.
I'm going to continue to move in a square. If you feel a shift, let me know. And rest. Deep breath. Tell me some of the things you've been noticing.
Feels like it's far away.
Okay. How about the idea of you being bad?
No. I think she was crazy.
Yeah. So what did this event say about you, your personhood, your worth?
Nothing at all.
Okay. And rest.